Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Bro Talk. This is the last episode for the year 2024. We are getting ready for a new and exciting year 2025, and I'm happy to be doing that with my brothers that are on the call here. We got brother Mark, we got brother Balel, and brother Isaac here. And brothers, it's so good to see y'all. I'm sure you all had great Christmases. Y'all spent a lot of money or maybe some money on the kids, making sure that they had a lot of smiles on their face. Isaac, I know you got to work about 2 more jobs, all the 1,000 kids that you have that you got to supply for.
I quit.
Yo, man, you a dad, bro. You can't quit, man. Dads can't quit, man.
That's not ever gonna happen. But you have those days, you have those moments. You just want to be like, it's too much money going out. Like,
yeah, man. You want to be like, man, bump these kids, man.
Yeah, listen, yeah. It's a family show, but
So people that are listening, coming in, that are joining us, so we usually take the first couple minutes, we just catch up. We started this show around the pandemic because we wanted an opportunity for brothers to get together, to be able to talk, converse, and be able to have a space for us to be vulnerable with each other, and also have a space for us to crack jokes and laugh and tell bRho that it's all good. I was at a loss for words there, which usually never happens. But brothers,
hey,
bRho,
you get a pass to be at a loss for words today. I'm not. I give you a pass for being at a loss for words.
Oh, you gonna give me a pass today?
Yeah, but you don't get a pass for that fit. You ain't you 40. You 40 plus.
Listen, man. Hey. Actually, I don't even want to show that hat, man, because they still owe me. So I'm just gonna have it. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna do that with it right there.
Yeah, now just take the hat off, or unless the hairline looking crazy. Well, crazy.
Nah, man, the hair. The hairline is looking all right, man. It's it's. All right. Let me do that.
First of all, Balel, you shouldn't be talking about airlines when you're a barber and you have your son on a show. You should be embarrassed about that.
Listen, he know where we at.
Hey, you can't talk about him, then, bro. Can't talk about him.
Listen, my hairline has nothing to do with barbering. My hairline is hereditary.
I wouldn't dare let me go out there looking like that. You're like, come on, man.
He could have pulled up with a birthday cut.
Bro, yeah. I don't need a cut. Look, my hairline is hereditary. This is gonna happen. Like this, my hairline got nothing to do with a clipper.
You just gotta embrace it, man.
That's it, man. This is part of me aging. Now, as you can see, I have some gray in my beard.
But real talk, though, Kareem, you do need a cut, though.
I need a cut. I need a fade. But I did touch myself up earlier today, though.
You need a cut, bro.
Yeah,
brotherly love.
It's not okay. It's not a birthday cut. It's not a birthday cut. I'll give it that.
But happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Happy Earth Strong.
Thank you, man. It's good to be a good 4-1. Getting older.
Another year around the sun, man. How does it feel to be not 40, but in your 40s now, man?
Yeah, man. Playtime's over. That's how I feel right now, man. Playtime's over, man. And I was having a conversation with someone earlier. I read that between your 40s and your 50s is when, that's when you accumulate a lot of your wealth. So I'm like, man, I need to make sure I put things in place and make sure that I'm executing on my goals that I have, and for the family and everything like that, because come 50, 51, 52, I'm trying to coast. When I mean coast is I'm not trying to work as hard, you know what I'm saying, to bring an income, man. It should just be coming in from all sides. You feel me? So when my kids are in college, man, I want them to enjoy themselves, and me and my wife, we're gonna enjoy ourselves in every room in the house. So where we at?
You You said every room in the house?
That was way more information than any of us needed. You got it.
I thought you were just gonna say you're gonna get a bigger house, or get whatever.
I mean that too.
Wanted, or but you ain't say that. You should.
I didn't say that. So let me say a bigger house.
That route first, bro. It's over.
It's over now. 2,500 square feet with a lot of land. Yeah. So how y'all brothers doing, man? So Bro, we'll save you for last because we know, you know what I'm saying, your situation right now that we're gonna hear about in a little bit. But B, how things going, bro?
Man, God is good, man. We celebrated holidays, another anniversary.
Congrats, man. Y'all made another one? Okay.
15.
Wow.
15.
Man.
So
praise the Lord, bro.
Like I said, God is good. The kids and everybody enjoyed the holiday. Spend time with family. It was good, man. It was good. It was good. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, I got no complaints, man.
Okay. All right. Ike, man, I know you were out of town. What's up? What's going on your way?
Man, I'm out of town, in town, back out of town. It's a lot going on right now, but had a chance to go down to Brooklyn for Christmas, which was actually really cool. We went down a few days before, and we celebrated with Ezra's family. Had a little party on Christmas Eve where we had a gingerbread building contest, and I got robbed, man. Like, go on my Facebook, check out that gingerbread house. There's no way anyone else should have won after you see that joint. But especially the
I gotta go on and look.
Especially the persons that won, right? Because part of the judging was your house had to stay together, right? Like, you can go and make your house beautiful, but if that joint don't stay together, it's not a house, and it's definitely not a home, right? So
it says it's a house, not a home, especially when no one's there.
Exactly. And,
all right, Luther.
And if you look at the picture, the gingerbread man was definitely there, man. The gingerbread man was there. So, but yeah, we had a good time, man. Kids had a great time. Got to spend getting to spend some time with their cousins that they don't get to see all the time down in the city. One of his brothers from Georgia came up as well too. Shout out to Michael, who also dropped me off at the airport. Appreciate you, bro. Just for them to be down there and get to see them build those relationships and bonds with their cousins is really dope. I'm going back down in a couple days to celebrate Ava's birthday.
Ava!
More money, right?
Yeah.
So they got one of those jump house places down there, and let me just tell you real quick, the difference between a jump house jump club, whatever, in Rochester is completely different than a jump club in Queens, or I think that's where it is. It's in Queens somewhere.
Well, now you got to tell us how, because now people want to know.
I mean, it's everything's different financially, right?
Yeah,
like everything in New York City is like twice the price.
Yeah, and it's smaller most times.
Yeah. Fighting for space, but it's her birthday. That's what she wanted to do. So we're gonna try to find the dough to make it happen. I don't see
the gingerbread house, bro.
Oh, maybe it was on IG. Or it could have been a story and it's gone now. But if I find it, I'll post it up there. Y'all let me know. In the comments on the rewind, because you're gonna watch this show again. But yeah, so I'm good, bro. Just doing the holiday thing with the family, and when we come back up, we're probably gonna do some gifts and some presents with the family up here as well too after the New Year. So exciting time for them. Exciting time for the kids.
Cool. Broski, what's going on in your world, man? You in a different part of the world.
Hey, my world, man. I bring you guys greetings from the Gold Coast of Ghana, West Africa, man. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 something right now. But I'm here with you, brothers, man. I wasn't gonna be able to miss another show. The first one I missed, light was out. And I tried, but we have light. today. So I just want to make sure I come on, man, and contribute some of my little knowledge and stuff like that. But
That's
good.
love, bro, man. Two
For real.
in the morning. That's love.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So, bro, we'll get into a little bit more about what you're doing down in the Gold Coast. And side note, so I just found out yesterday that a part of my mom's family is from Nigeria. That I'm gonna look into that more, man. But it was the first time, man, and at that time I was still 40. So in 40 years, it took for me to find out that a piece of my heritage, man, is from Nigeria, man. It was a wonderful feeling. But we'll get into that later. So, bro,
wait, did your mom know that and she just ain't tell you?
My mom didn't know either.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
I'm gonna hold this from you. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Tell you on your 40. Hey, man, listen, people have been surprised other ways, right? Finding out they got siblings they didn't know. And
do you know which you know where the hairline come from?
Oh, that's my dad's side, man. That ain't my mom's side.
So that's okay.
My granddad is half Native American out of Oklahoma. And then his dad is full blood Native American out of Oklahoma. So they say, you know, the hair line comes from that side. But my dad, yeah, that's where I got this from. Yeah. But anyway, black folks always got like a reason for everything, right? Like, you know why your hairline like that, right? It's because your granddaddy on your mama's side.
Hey, you know, if you look around, I'm sure you know it ain't hard to tell. I know this. KJ ain't got your hairline.
Nah, that's his mama.
So he might have something to look forward to.
He does. He does. Oh, I don't even want to do that because he a student. I ain't gonna say that. But anyway, I'll wait for that after the show's over. So today I want to talk about a couple things. So people that are just joining us, welcome. This is bRho Talk. We're gonna be discussing today some words that we want to tell ourselves for the future. And Ike, I don't know why I blanked on the other thing that we were going to talk about for today. Remind me.
The time capsule.
Yeah, thank you. Time capsule. You know, some things
all kind of wrapped in.
Yeah, kind of wrapped in there together. So if there's a memory that you have of bRho Talk that you want to add to this time capsule, which would be in the comments, go ahead and do that now. Any conversations we've had, anytime Marlell was late, anytime bRho was cooking, anytime Isaac, you know, had like one of his 100 kids on the screen. Go ahead, man, and hit us up in the comments. Let us know.
Anytime you with a whack hairline.
Anytime Kareem had to sleep on the couch after the show. we calling out names. Let's keep going.
Let's keep it going. So, brothers, any memories, anything that we want to add to the capsule? Any immediate thoughts?
Go ahead, Ike.
Yeah. No, I think for me, I mean, you know, like some of our coolest shows are when we are able to, because, you know, we do this all the time, but just kind of invite guests in, you know, to come on the show. So, you know, having, you know, Brother French come on the show and, you know, having him kind of share some information about, you know, what he's doing. You know, just recently when we celebrated our fraternity's anniversary, right, and having some of the other bros, you know, come and join us on the show, you know, was a dope experience. You know, obviously, you know, some of our other brothers that hop on every once in a while, you know, Brother Brock, having him on the show as we've been trying to get him on for what it's been the last 4 years now. So, you know, having him jump on and some of the other brothers who have joined us throughout the year, man, just being able to kind of share this experience with them, because that kind of gives a glimpse on, you know, into, you know, how this actually formed and you know, what this brotherhood is all about, and being able to kind of see, you know, it's not just the four of us, from this chapter that have that relationship and have that bond and can get together and talk, man. I always say that it's an absolute blessing to be a part of this organization. And to be a part of this podcast, because not everybody has this outlet and these opportunities. So, just like, being able to kind of reflect on those experiences and giving a little wider lens to our audience on, kind of what Bro Talk is all about is kind of what sticks out, stands out for me from this year.
Again, I echo everything Ike said. I would add to that, if you will. For me, we've had some dope opportunities. Like we had a live show opportunity one time with Nate Smith, and so some of the doors and opportunities that have opened by way of us just deciding to create a platform for brothers who again often don't have an outlet to talk about and share what they may be going through mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever they're dealing with. You know what I mean? Us creating a platform and an opportunity for brothers to talk about that, I feel is just the doors that is open has been a kind of a real dope memory for me. And then another one, personal, is this space has been, instrumental during some of the most, difficult moments in my life. Again, losing my father, losing my brother. And so just kind of, being able to be on here and really live out what the platform was created for. So people could see firsthand, like, you know what I mean? It's, we didn't create a space and then say it's for them and not us, you know what I mean? And we don't come in here as doctors or experts or anyone trying to counsel or, I made up a word, I call it therapize. We ain't trying to we're not trying to be therapists or anything. Just the support to one another. And so to show that our own vulnerability, I think has been one of the dopest things as well, to show people like, hey, we go through, life hit us too. Your mic, Kareem.
Thank you, sir. Oh, just by the way, B, you was talking about my outfit, right? So I'm just gonna show you my shirt.
The GOAT.
Okay. All right.
GOAT.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Yes, sir.
So
his birthday coming up too, by the way.
It is. And so is yours.
It just so happens to be, so happens.
Hey,
and James Earl Jones, same day.
Yes. The voice of Darth Vader, for sure, and many other wonderful things, and the Lion King and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So who we lost this year?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to them, man. We lost some great people. Let's leave a spot for that towards the end, man. Remind us, because we should definitely do that. So for me, a great memory that I have from this past year is when we did the live session at the university with the brothers. And Isaac, I know you had mentioned this earlier, but I really thought, man, that was such a great conversation. We really were able to dive deep into some of the topics that we normally don't discuss on Bro Talk specifically, but it was really good for us to be amongst brothers and for people to see that the fraternity life organization is not one dimensional. It has many dimensions to it, and a lot of who we are is not based upon the thing that the media puts out there or people put out there, right? So we are, not only are we, men of distinction, but we also like to laugh. We like to do things together and have fun. We like to have deep conversations. We love our wives, our girlfriends, right? We do all these things. And yes, there's another piece to that as well. There's things that we do that are, and I think it's just normal human behavior. And you just so happen to be part of, this organization. But I was watching the movie 6888, which I will call out fantastic movie. I'm about halfway through it. I can't watch those type of movies usually because I feel a lot, meaning that like I could put myself back in that. I could put myself in that space.
So what you said is you cried. That's what you're telling us.
Nah, I did it, but I did have a moment though.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
I know it's okay, but I just haven't gotten to that point yet in the movie. But the one part of what was getting to me though is the lead character that Kerry Washington plays, the Charity, which is Big Sean's grandmother or great grandmother, I think it was anyway.
Yeah, great grandmother.
Great grandmother. Yeah, something like that. But yo, there was a scene where I was like, yo, like we don't even understand like now we could talk more freely now about things, right? We could talk more freely in most contexts about like if something happens, you know, we can speak our mind about things and we can say what we need to say. But in a time period where you couldn't really do that, where there was dire consequences that could mean your life, yo, the way that she stood up to that white soldier, I was like, yo, yeah. But the way that she did that, but then like reprimanded her person and then had a conversation with her about like basically saying like, yo, like people are gonna say a lot of things, but you can never come out of character. You can't afford that. Yo, that spoke to me. But anyway, we're not talking about that. But I was going back to the fraternity. But those women just so happen to be part of the sororities in real life, which I'm sure led them to that point and trained them and helped them for that. But
you don't know how you ended up down that rabbit, like what how the rabbit hole connected back to what the first point was.
Yeah, I'll talk about fraternity stuff.
You got lost in Wonderland.
I got lost in there, man. I was, but that's what happens though. Like when I watch stuff like that, like I go real deep, you know, into it. But yeah, that was one of my, you know, favorite memories, man, was us getting together as a brotherhood and bringing the other brothers in, man. That was really cool. Bro, anything for you?
One of the things that stood out to me since we've been doing the shows a couple episodes ago when Brother Brock joined us, and we talk about the importance of men, or our black men, or men of color, healing. Like therapy, you know, getting a therapist, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I think that was one of the standout show for me. Just listening to, you know, different aspect of the importance of it, you know. And also, you know, we talk about our children excel with it either in the academic realm or on the field type realm as well. So those are some of the things that I enjoy listening to bros talk about most of the times. So those are my two things.
I would say too, like, you know, one of the great things about this show is not anything that happens during the show, right? It's that we know this to be a fact that we don't have a huge following, right? But we have people that tune in consistently, right? And we have people, I think, that, you know, really take something away from, you know, these conversations, even if these aren't their experiences. Mm-hmm. So when we see people, you know, out in the community, it's always a great word. Like, I love what y'all are doing, man. You got to keep it up. You got to keep going, because there's Mondays where I'm like, yo, Kareem, man, don't send me another text message about this show, because I'm not in the mood for it, right? But I think that's part of the motivation, you know, behind it to keep it going, is because it really does have an impact on, you know, people. It has an impact on me. Like, I get in those moments, but as soon as we, you know, get on or we get, you know, backstage, it's like, yo, I wouldn't rather be doing anything else, you know, right now. So, you know, and I think that just kind of comes with that, the daily stressors, right? This being on a Monday when we're just getting back to work and we got, a full week ahead of us, right? These conversations are important, right? And I think that other people might be going through some of those same things, some of those same struggles. And just tuning into the show and listening, to us kind of share some of those examples, kind of can help them as well too. So, I appreciate this platform, for that too. Not just the stuff that happens during the show's hours, but the impact it has on others outside, and then the feedback that we get consistently about, us just being consistent and doing this on a regular basis.
Thoughts definitely have wings, bro. Because I was thinking that, like, man, I forgot to mention that. You know what I mean? Is something that stays with me, man. I think about is when we out and about and running to people. When we did the Founders Day, show with all the bros, like bros after we got off, and bros who was like, just talking to us like, yo, man, this is dope. Y'all got to keep doing this. You know what I mean? It just like I watch and bros that you would not, because they don't get in the comments, or if they do, it's it's few and far between. So you don't realize that they watch as often as they watch, or even when like during the summers when we take breaks, and I'll run to somebody and be like, oh, y'all not doing those shows no right now. Like, oh no, summer we take the summer off. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, but y'all didn't stop, did you? Like those are the moments that you say, man. Again, even though to your point, we know it's not a huge following, and then I mean, like right now, the reality is we competing with Monday Night Football. You know what I mean? I mean, and my team is playing. I'm not going to say which one, because my team, we had a lot of injuries this year, so we not looking like we did last year, but like when you compete with Monday Night Football or other major platforms, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily about it's not about having a huge audience, as great as that would be. The goal is to create an impact, to have an impact. And so when you touch base with people, or we run into somebody and they say the impact that the platform is having, it definitely is a reminder that what we do every Monday matters to somebody. So as much as we may not feel like we're seeing necessarily fruit is definitely being produced.
Yeah, man. And Bala, I want to add to that is one of the things that we don't realize that we're doing right now is we're actually, each week that we come on and do this together, we're actually putting it in a journal entry, because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, people can go back and watch these shows. You know what I'm saying?
See how much gray you've gotten over the years?
Yeah, see how much gray I've gotten, man. See me in my new crib with my new office. You feel what I'm saying? Our kids grown, going to college, right? Like, people can go back and follow that journey of where we started. We started during the pandemic. We started when people were at home, where people, we were losing. We lost a couple of people during those times. Philo, you lost people. I lost people. bRho lost people. But we've also gained as well, right? Balo had not Balo, Mark and his, newest of additions and the different things that we've been doing, collectively, man. Like, yo, people can always go back and watch these things, man, and they can get a new revelation out of it, right? Like, yeah, they might not listen to it now, but they can go on YouTube 2-3 years from now, listen to a show that we did and be like, oh man, I never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Or it can make an impact on people. And I think this really plays into the fact that, we live in that microwave generation where we want to make impact right away. You know what I'm saying? And our jobs, they teach us to do that. Academia teaches us to do that. But sometimes the impact doesn't happen right away. That impact happens later on. But then when that impact happens, it's divine. It happens when it's supposed to, that divine timing, man. So yeah, man, this is like a journal entry for me, and I can go back and listen to you brothers. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, we as brothers hopefully 80 years from now, we're not gonna be here, and people can go back, and say, "Oh, that's my granddad." He was on
Yeah,
there with his uncles. You feel what I'm saying?
unless everybody else still here with me, I don't want to be here 80 years from now. I ain't trying to be on no early exit plan, but
Well, the Lord said we got 120 years, so
hey, again, I'll take whatever He give me. But one of the things that I've seen people outlive their peers, and that's a tough thing.
that's lonely, man.
Yeah,
Isolation.
you start seeing people, you know what I mean? And there's not even many people that can relate to the experiences that they had. You know what I mean?
Look at Jimmy Carter, man. He just passed. Rest in peace to him, former president, man. He outlived, almost
20
all.
years.
Yeah, man. He was a centenarian, whatever they call it. 100 years, man.
Yeah.
That's again, it's a great thing to be able to experience. But two things, like I said, quality of life and who all do you still have that you can really relate to, that can connect to? Because man, if somebody got man, I don't want nobody to have to change no diapers, man. When we go through that phase at one point in life. You know what I mean? I
ain't trying to go back.
I graduated from it. Lord, don't let that.
I ain't going back.
Yeah, no, I'm all set.
That's real, man. That's real. So we've kind of tapped into this now, but bro, I hope his power didn't go out, man, because I wanted to give him the opportunity at the 31-minute mark. But if he comes back, we'll let him go ahead and do his piece, man. But let's talk about the future now, which is what we've kind of started talking about. So I'm not a big fan of the New Year's resolution type of thing. I'm not really a fan of, I'm just not really a big fan of that. But I am a fan of some expectations that we have going into the new year and some of the goals that we have going in. So, like, what do we want to tell our future selves? So let's do it like this. If there's a specific goal that you have, whatever that goal is, maybe 6 months from now or whatever, like, what do you want to tell yourself now to prepare you for whatever that future goal is?
I would say so. For me, it's stewardship. You know what I mean? Being a good steward. You know what I mean? I've been, like the scripture the Lord been dealing with me with this past few days. You know what I mean? And it was really heavy in my spirit today. Was just when God put man in the garden. He told him to work it and keep it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Those are the charges he gave man in the garden. He said, work the garden, keep the garden. And that was the charge of stewardship. And I think about, just at every area or facet in life, you know what I mean, that we're responsible for. I'm charged to make sure that I'm being the best steward I can possibly be. And so, as a husband, as a father, you know what I mean, employee, supervisor, whatever role, brother, son, you know what I mean, uncle, I just want to be a better steward over all the things that God has entrusted me to.
So, Brew, the question is, whatever that goal that we have going into the new year, what do we want to tell ourselves now to prepare for the future? So that's the question that we got on the table right now. But Ike, did you have anything? Did you want to roll? I mean, I got one. If you need time to think, but
nah. So, as we were bringing up this topic today and just kind of thinking through this question, I wanted to go through and start out kind of listing different goals that I've been setting for myself over the last couple of years. But I don't think that's it for me. I think my goal this year is to enjoy and take life easy, right? And by doing that, I think the other things are going to kind of fall in place. The other goals I'm going to have will kind of fall in place. But I think that's kind of my short and long term goal for the next 1 to 3 years, because I feel like so many times as men, we put so much on our backs. And, as we start to list out what our goals are, a lot of times when we start to list those out and we have a family, or we have a large family like mine, those goals don't become personal, right? They become, what can I do to make sure this person, what can I do to make sure that, or how can I, work harder to make sure fiscally we have the means to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm not truly thinking about what it is that I need in that process. So for me, it's really to enjoy life, right? So stopping, making sure I'm taking time to vacation, making sure I'm time to just be with my family, make sure I'm taking time to, do things that I personally want to do, right? So I have the energy, and I have the wherewithal, and I have, the desire to do those other things that I have to do on a consistent basis. So for me, that's really what it is, man. Just, when I start to feel myself getting frustrated, and I've been trying to do that as much as possible for the last year or so. Take a step back, slow down, sit down, take a personal day, break away from things. Go out and get a drink, but whatever it is, right, in moderation, but enjoy life. And been doing that as a family, been doing that, trying to do that individually, taking individual trips to go see a brother out of town or something like that, but doing those things for me so I'm prepared and I have the energy to do those things that I have to do. And for me, that worked pretty well last year. I was able to make some gains and make some moves, and I said, hey, let's try it again this year and see what happens. So that's kind of where I am with it. It's not anything specific, although I do have things that I'm working towards. I do have some specific goals. I do have some specific numbers. But ultimately, it's just making sure that I'm in a good place, in a good space, mentally, physically, emotionally, to get us to that next level.
Bryson.
What's up, nephew?
What's up?
How you feeling?
Good.
You enjoyed that holiday?
Yeah,
Christmas?
What's your favorite gift, Bryson?
I told you he over here getting his Radio Raheem on.
Oh, that's what's up, bro. I didn't even know they made those.
Yeah, he been walking around the house like this.
Yo, you gonna get them love and hate? That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So, for me, what I want to tell myself for the future, is that it's okay for me to walk from the back to the front of the line, because I'm a person where, and I was just talking to a couple people about this earlier, where I don't mind being in the background. I don't mind not being the face of something. And for me, just being recognized for that has always been fine. But the challenge with that, with where I'm at in life now, is I do have a lot to give. I do have a lot of knowledge. I have wisdom. I have experience. I have age. And
you got age.
Should not, and I shouldn't be afraid to be that face or be out front because of criticism, and being open to criticism and people, having their opinions and things like that. And I feel like I should be over that. I'm in a chapter of people who always got a lot to say, and you got to have a lot of thick skin, to be part of PA. But I think it's just something where, for me, has just been a struggle. And some years I'm really good at it. Some years I'm just not, and sometimes it just takes one particular situation, then I'm back to where I started. So this year, going into next year, I'm going to focus more on being out front, doing more content creation, talking more about leadership, doing more with bro talking, getting us even out there even more, and us doing that, together, man. So for me, it's just really about being comfortable being out in front. I know I'm a number one, but I was also a solo as well. So I was just used to that. And then once that experience was over, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to fade to the back a little bit, and that didn't work either. So, for me, it's just about getting out there and
Embrace it.
embrace it. Yeah.
And let me throw you some flowers for even just putting it out there, because that takes a lot to just even say, to put out there, like, you know what I mean? Because the reality is all of the internal turmoil that we feel, given whatever scenario we might have to encounter or face, you know what I mean? And it's not easy to say, hey, I deal with this, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, definitely, man, I want to give you your flowers, man, and
Appreciate that, bro.
putting that out there, because again, that's, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's most people won't even, not only will they not step up, they won't be transparent enough or vulnerable enough to say, the dealing with the opinions that, you know what I mean, that are going to come with, or the critiques that come with putting myself out there, are some of the reasons why I haven't put myself out there. So, man, yeah, shout out to you for that, man.
Appreciate it, bro. And I even want to add too, man, like being in school has really helped to prompt that, because man, some of these professors, man, they're relentless. Like I had one professor, man, he's a cool person and everything, man, but he was like, yeah, that's a no. That don't make sense. I was like, bro, can I get a pat on the back? But
you should have ran it by us first. We would have told you it didn't make sense. We would have told
you. It did, and now I'm writing this dissertation, man, and I'm looking at the comments. I'm like, yo, bro, like I don't even know this lady. She's going in. But I know, but in that situation, I know that's for the better, though. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's strangers is different, and it's weird. Like for strangers, it shouldn't even like hurt. But that old saying that what is it? Words can never hurt. What is it? Sticks and stones may break your bones, but
the greatest lie ever told.
Yeah, biggest lie ever told, man. Them joints hurt, man. Joints hurt.
Man, words kill.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do, man. Real quick, want to say a condolences, man, to Robert Rick's family, man, and his son, and what happened, man, in the correctional facility, man, should have never happened. And Robert Ricks. Robert Ricks.
That's his son. Brooks is the.
Whoa, that one. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's getting national attention now, man. But we know these things happen a lot, man, and not even just people getting killed, man, but dudes getting raped and all type of things happening, man, in correctional facilities. So,
and can we just throw this out there real quick while we on that, and I know politics don't let people really be as free to say what they want to say sometimes, but man, that man was murdered.
Yeah,
hands down. A man killed while in custody, or a man died while in custody. No, he was murdered. You know what I mean? And he was murdered by some cowards. Like, at least, man,
take the cuffs off, man. Let the man defend himself.
Man. Yeah, even if y'all jump him, right? Let that man defend himself. Y'all was, man. I'm my blood boiling a little bit already, but so I'm gonna let it go. But man, I couldn't, like, I saw the man kick that brother, and it was like, yo, where he at, man? Like, yo, where he at? Because that's the most cowardice thing I've, ever you could ever do, is to put your hands on somebody who can't defend themselves. who's not in a position to defend themselves. That was just cowardice. And I was actually glad, because typically unions, anybody familiar with unions would just say, hey, they go, because when people in those positions get put on administrative leave, they get paid while they're on administrative leave. The union said, we don't want to do it. We have to, but we don't. So for them to even come out and say anything, I thought was it spoke volumes of how ugly this incident was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they had to. I mean, at that point, there's no
typically they quiet though.
That. No, I'm just saying there's no view of that video where there's deniable, plausible deniability. Yeah. Like that, it was blatant. Like, from the beginning to the end. I didn't want to watch it. I told somebody that, a couple of people sent it to me. I'm like, I don't even want to watch it. But I mean, I think it was important to watch it after, kind of thinking through it, just to really truly understand what happened. And the reality is you don't even have to watch the entire video within the first couple seconds of it, you see what's happening. And the other reason that it was a deliberate was because every one of them happened to have their mics off, right? Every one of them. Nobody has any audio of the situation. Like it was a deliberate act, obviously. So there was no plausible deniability, and I think the union, as much as they didn't even want to, had to take that stance on it.
And Trina says, right, surprised they were fired. So I don't. Yeah, I mean that is surprising. Normally they would go on leave.
Yeah, they will protect them.
Yeah, let everything go quiet for a little bit, and then they'd be right back working, and nobody won't even know.
It was just absolutely egregious, though. Once that video came out,
the crazy part, one of the officers is in the middle of a lawsuit for something similar. Right now, they're in the middle of a lawsuit.
That's wild, man. Well, I know for the three of us, me, you, bRho, and Ike, man, decade ago now, man, we were doing some work, through a city program where we were working with people just coming back, coming home and helping them to acclimate and transition, man. That was good work, man, we were doing because, just of the impact, but also just understand, man, like they're human beings just like us, man. Like they're not animals, like people do things all the time, you know what I'm saying? And they go in, they do their time, they pay their debt to society or whatever, and then they come home, man. Them people should be able to acclimate, because it doesn't make sense that you get out and then you catch a whole lot of hell for coming home and you're in a society that doesn't want you there. So what do you think's going to happen? They're going to go back and do what they were doing, right? Yeah. And then the cycle continues. So, the whole purpose of being in a correctional facility, which is in the word, is to try to correct the behavior that got them there in the first place. But them places are not for rehabilitation, man. Those places are to continue that cycle or whatever it is, man, that's been happening.
Yeah, because it's a monetized system.
It is a monetized system.
It's a monetized system. So any monetized system its sole purpose is to continue the cycle of currency flow generation. You know what I mean? It's generating currency.
And then there's protests that are kind of happening all over as well too. So there was, as I was leaving work today, there was one that was down at the jail. Yes, there were some people protesting outside of there.
Is that Mike?
Nah, shout out to CJI, Community Justice Initiative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the organizations across the country that are out there and keeping his name out and make sure it doesn't just go away. But with this incident getting so much attention nationally, I don't think it's going to be one of those things that just goes away. So what I would love to see is these officers get put in the same prison that that he was in, and then just see what happens from there. That would be justice.
But
we'll see how much they get protected.
That's poetic justice, right? As they say, right? But here's the thing. But here's the thing about that though, and you know, Brew, feel free to weigh in on this, man, because I know you feel passionately about this. But
I think Bruce sleep.
yeah, I think Brew gone. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, everybody.
Yeah, I
It's
think
early.
I ain't gonna mess with him because I like I said, I appreciate, man. I applaud him for being on. It's 3 a.m. where he at. 3 a.m.
This is what I'm gonna do, man, for his sake. I'm just
As long as you don't fall out of the chair, man. Let's bring him backstage. That's how you end the year. That's how you end the year, D.
Hey, sleep in heavenly peace. Well, since he I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna put him backstage until he decides he's gonna wake up. But so for people, yo, this is bro talk, everybody, man. These are some of the things that can happen.
Man, when you do a live show, you know,
yeah.
live show.
Well, here you go.
Online for a second.
There you go. You back, bro? Yo, I know you were dreaming about palm trees and pineapple juice and all that, and some guava.
Sorrow. He was dreaming.
Yo, you remember how we started out the show talking about the time capsule? Yo, I remember that time.
Yeah.
We fall asleep on air, yo.
Yo,
you gotta make sure that was in the time capsule.
Yo, Brew gonna have a palace like Coming to America, and they all gonna be like, "Yo, what that dude that was sleep on Bro Talk?"
Yo, if y'all watching right now, just type in the chat. Just type pillow in the chat. You know, let us know you're there. Let us know you listen.
Yo, it's 3 a.m. right now for Bruce.
Hey, one of the things that y'all didn't allow me to talk. So B took my spot. One of the things that I want.
It's not B fault. It's not B fault, man. It ain't B fault, man. I thought your power died.
Nah. One of the things that I was listening to B. One of the things for me, I want my peace, man. I want my peace, bro. I see how important my peace is, and I'm not trying to prove I'm tired of proving myself on a job situation too. I just want to go to work, do my job, and come home.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to do. I don't want to do too much extra stuff because I'm not interested. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and people got to know how to talk to you too. And the new year, man, I'm not going to take a lot of nonsense from anybody. Supervisors, if you're going to talk to me, you got to talk to me correctly. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to talk to you, I got to talk to you correctly. You got people that's not in positions, get certain position, and they just think that they can talk to you in and out. I'm not dealing with none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking that from my kids' mothers. I'm not taking none of that nonsense, man. I'm gonna shut it all down. So for me, my peace is so important, man. I'm working on that big thing. Just have fun, man. Live your life. Ike was talking about living life, man. It's important that you just live your life, man. And I just want to live. I want to get back into the gym, man, and just go hard and come home and be a dad. That's what I want to do. So I'm gonna focus on those things, man, for the new year.
So,
yeah,
that's definitely what's up.
Back to the basics, right?
Back to the basics.
Protecting.
Man, I think a lot of times we set ourselves up for failure, man. That's why I said just kiss, man. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's one of the mottos that I try to live by, and like just focusing on me and focusing on making sure that I'm in a good place to be able to, get to those next steps. I'm not saying don't have goals, everybody. I'm not saying that, right? But I'm saying when you try to set goals for yourself that may seem unattainable or you haven't already started working towards, January 1 ain't gonna get you there, right? just because it's January 1st, just because you got all this hype of it being a new year is not going to get you to that goal. You got to work on yourself first in order to make sure, in order to get you to a point where you're going to have enough energy, you're going to have the drive, you're going to have the determination to get there. So for me, that's what it is. Like, I'm just trying to work on me. I'm trying to make sure that I'm a good place and a good space, because if I'm not, I can't do that for anybody else. So. And if I am spending too much of my time just trying to focus on everybody else and not focusing on me, you're gonna burn out. I've been there many a years. You know, I've been in that situation. I've been in that place, in that space. So, you know, I would implore to anybody, like, focus on yourself first, right? What is it that you truly need, right, to be able to kind of just make it through the year before you can start, you know, like, trying to set these lofty goals for yourself. So don't set yourself up. Focus on you. Make sure that you're in a good place, in a good space.
And you don't need 100 goals, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If you just go into 2025 and you have one goal, that's it. Yo, work that one goal.
The reality is, man, to your point, if you really look at that goal, let's say you got one goal. If you really look at that goal, I mean, and zoom all the way in, like, there's a team building exercise I often do with, you know, when I go facilitate in different places, and there's this book called Zoom, and so it's like a puzzle where you take the book itself is 30 to 50 pages of a zoomed out look at one. So it ends up being one image, but it's looked at from different levels of being zoomed out at. So that, like, I mean, the microscopically close to the telescopically far back. You know what I mean? And my point is just that is when you really zoom in on the goal and you start realizing, like, if you start there and you start backing out, man, there's so many steps that one goal can have. That one goal, while it might just be, you know, in your mind, one goal, there could be so many steps to accomplishing that one goal that one goal would encompass a year or more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all about how we look at it. You know what I mean? You know,
yeah.
So it's not in having a you know, a long list of goals, a laundry list of goals. It's about making sure that whatever your goal is you got to be laser focused. And I just said it, man, you got to be super intentional with whatever it is you locked in on. So, you know what I mean? You know,
yeah,
lock in.
I'll take it a step further with locking in, bro. So let's do a little exercise right quick. And Trina, thank you. Intentional moves all 2025. That's the wave that we on now. You know, we gotta be intentional about, you know, what it is that we're doing and then why we're doing it. But all right, let's do this. So let's say someone's goal is to make more money, right? So that's the goal. And if we zoom out, there's
that's
a lot of
goal.
steps. I know, but I'm just going.
I know what you're saying. I know where you're going.
Yeah, you know, I'm going with it, right?
Be the goal.
That's it. Right. So we zooming out, goal, right? And there's a lot of steps to making more money, right? It could be, do I gotta get an education? Do I have to get a better job? But when people say they want more money, what is their real goal?
So, you know, it could be a lot of things, because you know, again, I'm circling it back around to my being a good steward, right?
Yeah.
We could say we want, you know what I mean? Let's say more money. How well have you stewarded the money that, you know, you have as an income now? You know what I mean? So are you even in a position to be able to steward more money if you were to come into it? So, you know what I mean? We often, again, for me, we ask God for stuff sometimes, and it's like, are you even ready for that? You know what I mean?
But not only that,
handle that, manage that.
But not only that, though, right? So a lot of times when people say they want more money, what they're really saying is that they want freedom. They want they want to be able to say, they want to be able to do what they want when they want, right? They don't want to be stuck with the fact that, oh, I don't got enough money this week, so I can't really do that thing that I really want to do. A lot of times the goals that we set are selfish goals. Like, okay, we want to be free. All right, fine. We want to be free and do what? Because with freedom comes responsibility. Do you want to be free because you just want to lay around on the beach all day and sip drinks and do what you want? Or do you want that freedom because you want to make an impact, not only in your within yourself, but maybe your family? You want to have an impact maybe on a community issue, or maybe you want to have an impact, at your local church. If you want to make an impact, at the university, right? So like when we're making things, or we're saying like, oh, this is my goal, this is what I want to work on, the question we need to ask ourselves is, what is our motive? What is the motive behind the goals that we set? So like for me, I can set the goal of like, yeah, I want to lose, like 20 more pounds and, 30 or whatever. But my real goal should be, I want to be healthy. So then what are the steps that I need to take in order to be healthy? As a result of wanting to be healthy, I'm going to lose those 20 pounds because I'm already putting myself in position to be able to do that, as opposed to just saying, oh, I just want to lose 20 pounds. So I'm with you. I'm with you, be like, yo, we got to zoom out. And Ike, I'm with you. Like, yo, we just got to be more intentional. And thank you, Trina, for sharing that. We got to be more intentional about why we want the things that we want. bRho, you talking about stewardship, right? So so if you have the money and now you're free, well, guess what? You got to steward freedom.
Not yet. Now you got to steward. You got to steward that time well. You got a lot of now time in your hands. How am I stewarding it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I putting stuff off? So yeah, I like I said, for me, that's what it's about this year. It's stewardship. You know what I mean? Stewarding my body, my mind. You know what I mean? My spirit, my household, my family, my wife, my children. Like everything connected to me, you know what I mean? I am about, you know what I mean, making sure that I'm being the best steward that I can possibly be. And really, so again, when you start to parcel that out, man, there's so many micro goals that I would have to accomplish in order to accomplish that goal. Like that's not one goal. That's man, that's a couple hundred goals.
Yeah.
You fell asleep again?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think he back though. He back.
No, I didn't fall asleep.
Okay.
Yo, bro, you was bad quiet though. He was mad quiet. So, yo, we over the hour, man. This conversation started rolling. But bro, man, what you got going on in your world, man? Because we know you got to get to bed. But what's going on in your world, man?
Hey, man, what's going on in my world? What's going on in my world this year, man? Me and my team down here, man, we did 630 bags.
That's what's up,
I'm still short. I'm still short 30 bags. 630, bro. Families get to enjoy, some food and stuff like that. So I'm hats off to the donors, man, that donated, man. Some of you guys, the frat, friends and family, outside. Things is expensive, man. Food is expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
We talk about it, man, in New York, like food is expensive. And then even go to a wholesale and buy food from a wholesale. When you look at the bill, man, it's like, wow. 3 years ago, I would have got this for like half of the price. I buy a bag of rice. It was for like, basically, a bag of rice was like, say, $70, $75, right? Last year it was like $50. So just seeing the raise of it, it was crazy. And I had to get like 20 of those. So it was a lot, bro. It was a lot, man. but we did our thing. You know, I still have a little. I have to go to a church. I still got to satisfy them. Um, you know, but we're gonna make it happen. We have some stuff. I have a little bit of stuff leftovers, and I'm still waiting on. I'm still waiting on some more donation that I'm supposed to get that I could use. So I'm trying to see what we could do with that in the New Year's. So satisfy these 30 families. So and these are older people.
Let
They're in
us know
their,
how we can help
they're in
with
their
that.
70s and 80s and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, let us know how we can help, man. I'm sure we can get some people
Yeah.
to pull some resources together. I think the
Yeah.
thing will be getting the food over to. Or you got people. You'll have people over there still, right? So you got to get them set up.
I just need some dough. I gotta get some more dough.
Okay.
Um I just gotta get some dough to get this stuff. I just need some of the other stuff. I got rice, I got oil. Those things I got extra off for the bag. So the other things that we put in the bag, I gotta get those things.
Okay.
So I gotta get back to the wholesale. But I'm waiting on a few people that said they were gonna throw something my way, so I'm just waiting for to come in. So we'll see how that work out.
No doubt. Well, Mark said, "Good work, bro," and I just kind of want to echo that too. I mean, this is not something that just anybody can do. Like, you definitely got to have the connections there. And I know you've been, back and forth in Ghana for years, so you have a lot of connections there as well too. But ultimately,
Yeah.
it takes somebody with the heart to do it, and you definitely got that. And we appreciate you for like. Bala was saying earlier, you got to be a good steward, but just being a steward to this effort and, making sure that it continues. Like, I know as long as I knew you, this was something that, was deep and passionate. You had a passion, for making this happen too. So we definitely want to give you your flowers as well too, bro, for making this, and continue to do this work year after year.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, now with Trump in office, man, everything's gonna be cheaper. So we won't have any issues getting food next year.
I hope so, bro. We'll see. We'll see, man. I hope so, man. Oh man, but the thing is that, man, I would love for the brothers that didn't come here, man, to make that trip because it's
a beautiful country, man.
It's a beautiful place, man. Lot to see, lot to do. There's a lot of brothers down here too, because I'm in this chat with bros, and they coming down here, man, and I haven't really hang out with them and these guys, but they come here to have fun, man. I'm working, and then when I'm not working, man.
Dr. Omar down there though, did you holler at him?
I haven't seen Doctor, man. I was trying to run into the doctor. Hopefully, I see him in the market or something.
My
like
little
that.
boy, man.
Hey, man. I like Doc too. I like him. Well, he speaks some really good things sometimes, but sometimes he contradicts himself. But that's life,
Hey, at least it wasn't snowing out where you at.
It's not no snow over here, bro. Air is 90-degree weather, man. You wake up to 90-degree weather sweating, bro. I can't sleep. The other day, man, let me give y'all a little story real fast. The other day I was at my aunt's house, man, light gone. I'm like, man, how am I gonna sleep tonight, bro? You know what I did, man? I sit on the floor, bro, because she got tiles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The tiles are cool, right? Bro, I sat on the tiles, man, and I went to sleep. I put my back up to the couch.
That's the classic spot to be too.
Hey, bro. Hey, man, I slept so good, man. I was like, yo. And my whole body just cooled down because I was on the tile, and the tile is low, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you do it.
I couldn't lay no bed, man. I couldn't lay no bed.
Well, I mean, bro, I know you're from Jamaica, but our family down south used to say the best way to cool down is to sit still, stop moving, and just and just,
that's
and
true.
just
That's
yep,
true. But in this
just
seat right here, you can't just sit still, bro. You gotta be drinking some water.
Oh, it's hot like
God
that.
bless, man.
You by the equator though, so
I drink at least 8 of these a day, bro. I haven't had no appetite since I've been here.
You didn't accidentally drink the water taking a shower, did you?
Huh?
You didn't accidentally drink the water taking a shower.
This is why your professor is right is putting saying crazy stuff on the work you submit, man.
Bro,
like what?
He asked me. He think I'm not him. You know what I'm saying? That's something he'll do. You asking me. I've been coming here for almost 20-something years. You think I'm gonna do that? No, sir. I won't be doing that.
Bro, I'm gonna get down there, man. I'm gonna get down there.
Here.
I have to, man.
Here. It's a lot of history, man.
Down there. And
I'm setting up stuff when you guys come. Y'all just pay the bills when y'all leave. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You gotta go to no hotel. You know what I'm saying? You want to see water, you take your butt to the beach. So ain't gonna be no pool at bRho House.
and the Uber rides across the entire country. You can get across the country.
There you go, man.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah. Yo, before we go real quick, because I put off one of those computer updates, and now it's like it's about
so we on your time now. I got you.
Nah, y'all not on my time. I'm on my time. So before I get cut off, I just wanted to make sure I said Happy New Year to everybody watching. Happy New Year to you brothers. Man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm looking forward to just, many more great things in the new year. And shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to, just everybody who's watched, supported, you know what I mean? Stuck in there, hung in there with us, you know what I mean? And nobody deserves that more than for me, than my family, my wife, my amazing wife, my support system. Again, Satoya, you know what I mean? We, another year, you know what I mean? And so I just want to say I appreciate you. I love you. Could not do this, wouldn't want to do this without you or with anyone else. So again, and shout out to, because of the platform we have, shout out to everybody that's battling, because again, we created this platform for people to have a place to battle openly things that they might be dealing with. But to the people, there's still a lot of people battling things behind the scenes. So if you battling behind the scenes, man, shout out to you as well, because people have no idea what people are going through or dealing with. So you know what I mean. Shout out to you all as well.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
that, man.
So, yeah, I'm gonna get back on, but I don't know if we still be live by then.
No, I got you. Well, it's late in the hour, man, and we want to let bRho go ahead and get some rest. So, bRho, anything you want to add before we get up out of here?
No, man. Just want to say, man, Happy New Year when it comes to all the people back in the States. My son is in Trinidad right now. He's living the life. You know what I'm saying? That joker, man, I heard that joker, man, ask his mother, man, are you kidding me? I couldn't do nothing but laugh, bro. I told her stop provoking him, man. I said, all right, you won't provoke that boy. That boy gonna say something to you and then you gonna be mad.
That's another episode right there, bro, about never mind. Go ahead.
Hey, I hear you. I hear you.
I hear
you, man. I try to do my best to, but
she should have just let you name him Mark Jr., man.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you. That boy, Ike, when I was on the floor laughing, man.
Yo, you just gotta learn how to leave kids alone, man. Like it's like sometimes my daughter. Just leave them alone, man. Like I pushed her before, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have did that. But some kids, man, you just gotta leave them alone, man. Just leave them alone.
As soon as I get there too, And then he hates when she's all over him. Like
Yeah.
I'll call, he get the phone and she sit right there over him like this. And will tell you daddy, tell you daddy, tell you daddy, tell you daddy.
Yeah.
I said, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna tell him to tell you daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude get frustrated, man. Like after the third tell your daddy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
you
just like
giving your
one of those
power away
things,
when
man.
you do that. You shouldn't have to tell
Bro,
daddy. Like, you giving your power away doing that.
no, she don't
do
listen,
that.
man. She thinks she got it all, bro.
All
I
right,
just
bro.
I let it
All
be.
right. She got it.
I said, let it be.
Yeah,
Boy,
let
I'm
him
gonna
be.
tell him like, are you kidding me? You know? I bust out a laugh, man. I had to. She's like, and you laughing? I said, I said yes. That's not how I answered it, but I said yes. The family show, baby. I remember. The family show.
Oh,
Man. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, I'm grateful, man, to be here. Spend some time with my daughter. You know. That also, I even got a situation to talk to y'all brothers about later, man. But I'm grateful, man. So I said, my peace is important.
amen.
That's it.
Amen. Hey, you can always buy a pack of beer, man. Pack of beer.
Pack of what?
A pack of beer. A 6-pack.
What do you be talking about, man?
It's peace.
Yo, you gotta start drinking more or don't talk about alcohol, bro.
So Pastor Melvin would be okay for you to tell me to get a 6-pack.
Nah, he would not be okay with that.
Okay. All right.
He would not be.
Remember, I got Pastor Melvin's number, man.
Yeah, it's the same. It ain't changed in
I know it's the same.
years.
Yeah.
It ain't changed in years, man.
Well, man, tell me to get a 6-pack. I'm trying to tell him I'm living in my peace. He said I could get a bottle of water. You know what I'm saying? He told me to get a 6-pack.
Hey, man.
I don't drink beers.
No, you're right.
H2O,
they got the non-alcoholic ones too.
H2O.
They got those.
I drink bottled water down here, Kareem. Bottled water.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Stay hydrated. So, definitely want to thank you, brothers, man, for the birthday shout outs. And I'm really blessed and happy to be among the land of the living. I don't take my birthdays lightly. Every year is a new blessing, a new chapter. So I thank the Lord Jesus Christ for that and for the call that he has on my life. And I'm going to fulfill that. The scripture says that, we'll all the days of my life I shall live. And that's my profession. That's my confession, that I'll live out all my years. So definitely want to shout out to my wife, Brandy D. Hayes, and want to just say that, she created an amazing holiday atmosphere here at the home with all these decorations, but more importantly with the kids and seeing the smiles on their faces Christmas Day. And she also hooked the kid up as well, and I hooked her up too. So we're gonna be going back to DC in February to her favorite spot. So we're gonna do that for our wedding anniversary. We're not at 15 years.
Bring me some country sweet when you come.
Oh yeah, remind me. I got you. I'll bring some for you. And yeah, it'll be 13 for us. 13 years, man. So we catching up, B. We catching up. And Ike, I think you're 14. No, 12.
12 now. Be 13 August.
Yeah, because Chloe was 2 months old when we went to your wedding. I always remember that. Definitely want to shout out to my kids, to my parents, my in-laws. Want to shout out to my brothers, my blood brothers, my cousins and everything like that, man, to the family. Definitely want to shout out to Brock, man, who was in town last week. It was good catching up with him and with the bros. He's still a funny guy. So it was good catching up with him, man, and really building and yeah, catching up. And then the last thing I want to say, because I could be on here forever, but definitely want to shout out to life. Shout out to, we only get one life in this world, man, and that we have to take it by the horns. You know, like there was a time when, you know, I was sitting back and kind of just letting life happen. But, you know, 3 years ago, man, I decided that I can't do that no more. So definitely shout out to life and life more abundantly. So definitely appreciate that. Appreciate you, brothers. I appreciate everybody that's on the call with us. Happy New Year to you. Let this be a year of intentionality. That's all I got, Ike.
That's what's up. Well, we can go ahead and wrap this show up, man. Just want to shout out everybody in the chat. Trina for being the first to comment. We appreciate you. And then for your multiple comments as well, too. Oh, Chanel, appreciate you obliging with the pillow comment. Shout out to my dean. Gotta get his disease in when he can. You know what I mean? Got Merk. Always good to see you, bro.
Always.
And then of course our I don't know. I think we got to call her our former manager now because she don't be shooting with us in the gym that often. So, Deirdre,
Other
we love
priorities
you.
now.
Do it like that.
Thank you. Hope all is well down in Georgia. But yeah, you gotta start showing up in 2025, man, or you know, we're gonna have to give your job away to somebody else. So but we appreciate you. We love everybody that's in the chat and didn't comment. You know who you are. Like if you are there within the next 32 seconds, send us a heart, send us an emoji, send us a smiley face, send us some like fireworks for the new year or something, right? Just to let us know that you're there, that you're listening. We definitely appreciate you all. Or, you know, just make sure next time you see us out in the world, you give us a personal shout out as well, too. We appreciate that. I want to shout out everybody in my family. I want to shout out all my friends. I got to do a special shout out to my wife, my kids. Deirdre says she's building a new gym. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Building a new gym.
Because
Yeah.
you said she wasn't shooting with us in the you know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah, she better start building quick. So, yeah, but shout out everybody. We appreciate you. Make sure that y'all go and support somebody that's doing, somebody black, or even better, you heard my dean, right? You can support somebody who's supporting the whole black country right now, right? Reach out to him, Mark Guthrie, on Facebook. You can, donate, help those 30 families out that are still in need over in Ghana. That might be a great way to kind of start out the new year. We could definitely appreciate, any support that we can get for that. But definitely make sure that you, continue to support our people over the next 4 years. It's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. We didn't really get into that conversation, but maybe we'll share that, have that conversation in the new year. There's a lot of obstacles that I think are going to be put in our way as it relates to finances, and just resources that are going to be available to us. It sounds like there's a lot that's going to be changing. Yeah, bRho got it. He got that one. Yeah, I see.
Yep.
I see him working over there.
You said something and it sparked the thought. Yeah, it's Kwanzaa, so you know what I mean. Let's remember the 7 principles of the Nguzo Saba. You know what I mean. Today is Nia, and if you don't know what that means, is purpose. You know what I mean. So listen, as we're getting ready to go into the new year, man, go in with purpose. You know what I mean. Be we done said it. Be intentional. So go with purpose on purpose. You know what I mean. So yeah.
I ain't gotta say no more. That's it. Everybody, happy New Year, man. We appreciate y'all. We love you. Tune in next year, 2025, for Bro Talk. We'll see you there.
Yeah.